Whoops. Whoopsies. All right, we're going to chill with a little ASMR of the trading variety. Then we're going to jump right into the charts. Welcome back, everybody. Make sure to smash the likes on the way in, subscribe, join the Discord. You know the jam. Lee, I got no idea what Wix even is. No idea. Oh, I'm here. We're just gonna cool down. Little trading ASMR. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Supposed to do a transition there. I don't know. We're back, baby. Welcome, fam. It is a glorious Monday outside. I don't know where you are. Maybe a little loud here. Let me touch that down a little bit better. All right. I figured we'd start the day with a little trading ASMR. Just to calm the spirit, calm the nerves. Bitcoin moving. I hope you guys enjoyed the clickbait title. It's some of my best, absolute best. But I did actually add to my short. So I'm going to get into the trades and I'll show you my trades, obviously, and what's changed since last time. Not a very exciting weekend. We didn't get a super strong close on Friday. And man, that weekend could not have been any more boring. Bitcoin daily volatility hit some of the lowest levels since November of last year. And I'm sure you felt it. Nothing happened. Just sideways action after the dump. And pretty much everyone is stuck wondering what happens next. I wish I knew the future. My crystal ball broke, but I'm going to do my best to share what I think is going to happen and how I'm approaching it from a trading perspective. So guys, if you haven't yet, smash those likes. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Join us in Discord. All the goodies. You can do it. By the way, quick update Wednesday. So in 2 days, 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐼 will be live. Will be joining us again. So you better tune in. That stream already scheduled. Make sure you've clicked notify me, etc. You know the deal. Let me jump into it. Let's just jump into it. Why not? Hey, works for me. Just so you know, I have some charts pulled up outside of Bitcoin. We're probably going to take a look at GME. I believe there potentially is an entry here outside of the crypto realm. NVIDIA as well. And, you know, I don't have that much more lined up when it comes to the fun charts. There's not that much going on in the crypto world yet. There's maybe one or two movers. I have those pulled up as well. So let's do some top-down analysis. Let's take the calm, no FOMO, no FUD, calculated approach to the chart. Join me. Monthly. Tested the, what was that? April's open. Tested so far, potentially rejected. Now we have 20 days left in the month. Plenty of time. This is too early to even speculate on a double top on the month. We'll see how or where we end up closer to July. Not a comfortable place to be in, and that is a factor for why I did add to my short since the last live stream. On the week, last week closed bullish engulf. This week, no surprise, hasn't moved anywhere, but we are again just beginning the weekly time frame. Let me see. Anything going on here? Market cipher B, really the same condition as last week. Not a lot of change here. MACD, this is maybe the only thing we want to keep an eye on here on the week. MACD did confirm a third waning selling momentum candle in a row, and now it's working on a fourth. Over time, that is going to alleviate that downside pressure, and we're going to see the control move back into the bull's hands if this continues. RSI, Stotch RSI, there's not going to be much here. Nothing really there. No real change. Weekly RSI flirting with overbought, but just hanging out right below it, keeping us all in suspense. I think more important than signals and indicators and patterns and whatever we want to look at, right? More important than that right now is just kind of look at this chart. Put it on the day. Take your Bitcoin chart out. Put it on the daily time frame. Kind of crazy to me that people remain uber bearish, that they remain like, this is going to zero, whatever numbers they're looking for. This is quite a strong looking chart. And now Bitcoin does tend to mix this up when it gives us something that looks good. It does tend to throw us a curveball. So that wouldn't be surprising, but this looks great, guys. I actually reused the thumbnail from maybe a week ago, 2 weeks ago, late May, where basically all we were looking for is for this to play out. Flat top. Can't have a flat top unless you have those kind of threatening, you know, double tops, whatever, retests of resistance and rejection. Just looking for that to play out. This looks great. The inverse head and shoulders painted almost too perfectly. Now we are seeing that high at 71.5 being tested, weakening resistance, and at the same time our lows are coming up. And this is showing us that bulls are fighting. They're buying, they are setting bids, making bids when prices push down. And maybe you can even get that kind of vibe from the sell-off we saw last week. On Friday, gnarly candle. In this realm of things, actually, it's kind of mild, tame for Bitcoin, but red, spooky, whatever. Sentiment flipped on a dime. Look at what happened. That sideways price action, kind of bigger picture, bullish. No continued selling. There was almost no momentum. The momentum was very strong on Friday to the downside, and it just got squashed. It's gone. Bitcoin holding up here at about 70,000, and the world is not paying attention. I know why they're not paying attention, and we'll get into that as soon as we're done with the core, and I'll show you what they're paying attention to. But how could you be bearish? And I know what you're thinking, Tom. In the freaking title, it says you opened a short or added to your short. What do you mean? What do you mean? How can you not be bearish? Well, we're traders. We don't have to be bearish to open a short. We don't have to be bullish to open a long. We're just looking for a position. This one for me was a hedge. Let me pull this up. Just hedging it out. I have my spot portfolio, always long, obviously. I really never sell spot. But I'm just hedging here. And it's not so much hedging for me against Bitcoin going to zero, going to bear market, whatever. It's more of a hedge of this price action is taking a long time to play out. It could, of course, in a snap, change its vibe, rocket to the upside or downside, whatever. But this hedge is more of a, in case this just keeps going sideways all summer, I want to have something where I can just be a little bit more relaxed with my position, have a little protection from price moving to the downside. I believe Bitcoin is going to break up from here. I do not think we're going to see lower lows. However, that isn't necessarily how you trade all the time. So here is the little update. I added short at 70,000.1, and that actually filled only like 2 hours ago on our wick here. Not a bad entry for that short. You can see prices now move back down to what is the add long here. And I'm actually in a pretty sweet position. All of these trades, all 4 of these kind of wonky trades, all in the green right now, fingers crossed. I still haven't come up with where I'm going to stop out the shorts if we do see that rally. And honestly, I haven't really figured out where I want to take profit on the longs if we do. But what I do know is I'm pretty well positioned at this point for price to move in either direction. And that's going to be my theme today. As a trader, the best thing you can do for your success and for your profitability is to get yourself in positions where you're comfortable. You're comfortable. That's what this hedge is doing for me. It's not because I'm bearish. It's not even because I think it's really going lower. It's just I don't want to keep staring at the chart going sideways. And so this is going to allow me to relax and disconnect a little bit. This is a little mental health boon for me, this position. All right, where is this thing? Let me pull this up. I see we've had a few new subscribers. Keep those coming. It hasn't announced any. I don't know. I don't know why it's not working. It just doesn't work sometimes, but that's okay. Oop. There we go. All right, Bitcoin looks bullish. Proceed with caution. Right on. Yeah, for real though. Let me look at the day here. Undecided. Money flow in the red, but that VWAP is coming back to the zero line with momentum looking to pinch. I actually am liking what we're seeing here on Market Cipher B. This is not a bad read. RSI is mirroring price at this point, just basically flagging out, not making any significant higher highs or higher lows. Very symptomatic of this price action we're seeing. I want to clean this up here real quick. Give me a sec. To kind of just rehash what I said earlier, I reused this thumbnail because we're still here. We're still doing this thing. I also kind of like the thumbnail. So we're just doing this same thing. Flat top, lows coming up, and we look for this pattern to break to the upside with an edge. We have an edge there, a little probability edge. Don't ask me the percents. I can make them up, but don't ask me the percents. You've seen them live. These patterns do love to break to the upside. Zooming on in here, re-zooming in. Boom. Let's go to the 4 hour. So here is kind of the logic behind this short. It isn't very in-depth. It's not a masterful trade. It's really, it's above my longs. I'm just going to lock it in. Just get a little lock in. I'm still net long, by the way, by almost a 2-to-1 ratio, just so you're aware. On Friday, we were looking at this price action. We had a swing low into a swing high, basically sweeping liquidity to the downside before sweeping it to the upside. Then we returned to that low and broke it. So we used our fib tool. Let me get my fib tool, put it back on. Put our fib tool on here, and man, did this play. Like, man, did this play. We were hammering in the fib extensions on Friday for all-time highs, but these also work in the other direction. Once our low was broken, we started to look for the 1618 and the 2 measured move, and that low, man, that bottomed out within what, $40, not even 0.1%, wildly close. Certainly I didn't necessarily call that. I'm sure we talked about 68.5. That might have been a really sneaky long there, but just looking for the bounce. After this weekend traded sideways and we didn't continue to see that selling momentum, I said to myself, we're likely looking for a retracement. So I took my fib tool back out again and basically just targeted that same wick low, that same sweep of liquidity to the downside before the drop. It also happened to line up with the 0.5 fib retracement. So that was confluence for me. And that was enough. That was enough for me to say, all right, if this makes me feel more comfortable, this is what I'm going to do. And so here we are. 70.1-ish definitely played here on the last 4-hour close. We traded slightly higher, about 70.2, before the 4-hour indecision candle came in hot. And we have seen a little bit of downside, a little bit of red. Not sitting too comfortably in that short, to be honest. 4-hour, this is actually a pretty interesting technical move. Let me see where this fib is. I didn't do this before the stream. 0.5. Another 0.5 retracement. Looking at just the 4-hour, we could say, okay, these candle closes acted as resistance. We had clearly defined support down here that was not broken. That moved us to a higher high. And now the 4-hour, in just an hour and 15 minutes, has already come back and tested that resistance as support. So what I can say about the next 2 hours and 45 minutes is if that candle closes where it is now, higher, obviously, preferably, but where it is now or higher, that is going to be a pretty clean SR flip. What was resistance being tested as support, if we can get a close with this long wick on the bottom, that short might be in more serious trouble. Now, I could see 70.4. We didn't quite reach that on the rally. That kind of honestly thought that might happen, that we would reach it. I was wrong. 70.4 though sits very close to our 618 retracement, and that is the candle closes down here for the 4-hour. I have my stop on that short up on the screen visually just above that 618. That's probably not a bad play. I might even add that to the trade. I'll probably do that after the live stream though. That's it, man. That's all the reasoning you need sometimes. That's it. I think we can take our trend line and connect these at this point. Though this is going to be pending this 4-hour close. We could see this close green, and then we kind of got baited into placing a trend line there. But that looks decent. Let's see the 4-hour damage. 4-hour breaking a higher high on money flow right now. You love to see it. It's great stuff. It's very bullish. VWAP up, momentum up, all above the 0 line. The 4-hour is suggesting that if we do hold this as support, if we don't trade lower than we have, I'll say, that we are going to look for a deeper retracement. And obviously 70.5 is right there in the obvious area. Now we're looking for higher lows in a flat top. So those of you who are in a long position, 71.4.5, where we have been seeing this flat top begin to paint out, the obvious take profit, if you don't think we're going to see a breakout to a higher high, right there. In fact, I probably, again, after the stream, will put some take profits right there on the longs. Maybe I'll stop them out at I'll stop some of it out at 70.7, 70.8, and then take a little bit of profit off those longs at 71.5. I think that's a good plan. I like the way this looks. The vibe here is so nice. It's so nice. Like we had this kind of loose, floppy price action, and now it just seems, it looks like price action is getting tighter. It's getting a little more controlled. And when we're in an uptrend and we see that, that does tend to be a precursor to it on multiple occasions, many of an occasion. One thing we should keep in mind, today is Monday, and we've been looking at these Monday closes or the Monday highs and saying, well, if we have another candle in the week that closes higher, so say tomorrow and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, whatever weekend, that has led to continuation, at least in the last two examples. We didn't have that at all after the March high. We continuously closed lower than the highest point in price on Monday every week until mid-May, when we got our first Wednesday pump closing above Monday's high, and we continued up here. So the thing to keep in mind, which is kind of bearish, is we're seeing some upside, but we've also kind of seen the upside front loaded in these weeks on Monday. I think it would be a really bad sign if we saw dumping today instead. That would be super bearish. But keep it in mind, as we've seen Monday pumps happen over the last few weeks, and it's been great, but Keep your eyes peeled for signals or signs that maybe that's the week's high. We don't know. We don't know. I don't know. Just something to keep in mind here. Let me see this hour. Gotta love it. That's a beautiful move back on the 1 hour. Ooh, I saw another subscriber. Let's go. Keep moving. Good to see new people here. View up on the hour coming down. Money flow coming up. High or low. Little indecision. I could see the hour kind of signaling flagging out here. Maybe underneath this newly established trend line. Might lead to more sideways action into this 4 hour close. And if you were here for the whole Bitcoin run through, that might be a good thing, because basically if the 4 hour closes here or higher, whatever, just anywhere above the previous hour low, it is, in my opinion, performing that resistance to support flip and looking for higher prices. So that consolidation sideways on the hour may be a blessing in disguise, even though the last thing I know anybody wants right now is more sideways. We've had plenty. 15 minutes showing a little bit of weakness. 30 minutes still strong. Interesting. Interesting. A little conflicted on the lower time frames. I'm going to come back to it. So I'm going to pull up the chat. Let me know if you're here. Who's here, guys? I want to know who's here today on Monday. Be in a chat, in the live chat. Even if you're lurking, just say hello. Also, what are we looking at? What charts? So I'll break the surprise for you. I have GME pulled up. I have Brett pulled up because Brett seemingly is like one of the only things moving right now. I don't want to talk about Brett, but the market demands it. And of course, NVIDIA. I'm going to do a little spiel on NVIDIA. NVIDIA pulled up here. So those are really the three. You could look at like total and stuff. Those are really the three that I'm looking at. 4. And also NPC. Got NPC pulled up, but I don't have much to say about it. We'll find out. Who's here? What are you looking at? All right. I see some hellos. What's up, guys? What's good? New shades? They stopped making my OG shades. They stopped making these ones, the OGs. So these are like the only ones that are close. So yeah, they're new-ish. Been using these for a few months now. Welcome to all the new subs. Thank you, Taylor. Dom, what's up, man? Best fam in crypto. Love it. What's up, Jack and a Crack? Alexandra G, how you doing, darling? Crypto Santa Claus, Jeremy, Digital Asset Degen, Crypto King, Kunal, Crypto Tucker, Mike. DCA is the way. Dude, DCA is the most powerful tool known to man. Nice vibes. Right back at you, Mike Bennett. JJ Giddy. I like that name. Angela NGO, good morning. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Randy Quarter Crawler is looking at traders. Is that, I don't know, maybe you're just saying traders. Randy Greer, Lars Larson, Fabio, Novocaine, Colin Klopper, Hendrick, Lurk, Curtis Neal, how you doing, bro? David Brum, Jeremy is looking at people. I'm looking at people chatting right now. Archer 82's lurking. I see you, brother. Crypto 420, roll them up. That's right. Kitty Cat, how you doing? Peace sign back to you. You're from Estonia, Chief Vlog. I wish I would have gone there this year. Went last year, supposed to go this year, but man, it was during the halving. I couldn't leave you guys for the halving. Fabio's looking at SCRT, Secret Network. You asked that before the show. We can throw that up. JNX in tune, one with nature. You're here, bro. Tim Boat, what's up, bruh? VTG, hello, bro. David Frankie. I like the vibes today. People have energy. I'm digging this. Alex S. What's up, man? Marco, Dom, Preston. Soft Shell, Butsonator. Awesome name. Vivi Puski. How you doing? Satoshi Nakamoto, the man himself, is here. He's just lurking, watching everyone like he always does, much like Santa Claus. Kitty stole my shades. Yeah. Roaring Kitty. Hi, what do you guys think about that? That was quite a thing. This is quite a thing. I'll talk about it. Gabe, Not Coin, and Jasmine both look ready to explode. We could look at this. You know, I think I promised you guys Not Coin, and then I don't think I did it. So we can take a look. Trick Shots, man. What's up? Roro Crypto. Vicious Teletubby. Great name, dude. Gerb and Joe G. Zoom and Smile looking at XRP. Is it ever going to drop? Or is it just, did they somehow achieve the perfect algorithmic stablecoin? I don't know. Alexotique. That's a hard one. Present and accounted for. I like that. Alex Bowler, what's up, brother? 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐝. I already said that one. My bad. What's up, brah? What's up, brah? Cheat Talk D Jedi. You guys are throwing me through loops today, dude. Ponk and Brett, Shiba. Crown is the OG of trading TA. Well, Crown with a K is Eric. Crown with a C is Tom. Check out Woody's sunglasses. All right. Wile E. Coyote, I will. Skate Crow, you're here. I see you. RJB. Set a fire under this bull. Dude, we are in the like a slow motion bull run. It's wild. Bitcoin just moving up to the right. Up to the right. Usually it goes like up, 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 right, right, down. Up, 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 right, right, down. Could you guys handle it? What if Bitcoin rallies to whatever magic number we think this bull run, but it does it just like the way that we have seen these incremental increases so far? Like kind of expansive move up, but still not mind-blowing, like maybe 15, 20%, and then months of sideways, and then 15, 20%, months of sideways, and no correction. How'd you guys feel about that? Turbo Shack. We could look at Turbo. MPC hit your target. You know, I know it, Neil. MPC hit 2.5 cents. Shout out to anyone who took a trade on that. Well done. Dave King. Can we look at Shadow Token? What's that, dude? What's my biggest holding? Bitcoin, baby. Always Bitcoin. Always and forever. Pepe, big time wormhole gala, says Johan. What's up, Pickle? Ryan O'Ganey, always lurking. Awesome, guys. I love when you lurk. In real life, lurking is kind of creepy, but on YouTube, it's welcomed. It's recommended. What's up, JR? Jeff Miller, Gringo on the go, Mr. T Crypto, Mike D, Fitness Journey. I was on my fitness journey this morning. Went to the gym. Couldn't sleep well. What's up, Brave Song Records? You love Mondays? All the days of the week are the same to me. They all just like mesh together. What's up, Tillin, McPooch, my guy? Roaring Kitty live stream felt like you were watching Tom Crown. I mean, I find that offensive, sir. That was weird. We pulled it up while we were streaming because we're streaming at the same time, and like, I don't know how 500,000 plus people were watching at the same time. That guy was saying nothing. Top of the morning to you, Shirley Sound. Digital real estate. Let's talk about DOT. We could take a look at DOT. Villa Senor, GFI. Dude, there's been more and more people asking about GFI, which is weird to me because GFI has not moved, or at least to my knowledge has not moved. Started your morning off with Lifer, now Crown. Preston, you're a man of taste. Ondo. Could do Ondo. Where's the tunage? That's a good question. What kind of tunage do we want? Pickle, do you want to throw up a poll? We do like EDM, lo-fi, things that aren't very vocal, just background chilling music. Bitcoin summer it is. TD Tesla, how you doing, man? Been a while. Good to see you here. I haven't seen too many coins. Interesting. Check out 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐿𝐾oin in all caps, says Crypto Animal. Never heard of it. Do you have a take on HBAR having 70 million more transactions than Solana in the last 7 days? Scooby Doobies. I actually wanted to rant about this a bit ago and didn't get the opportunity because I forgot. I keep seeing on Twitter these infographics, right? And they're very pretty. And they're like number of transactions. And it has like the coins, listed and ranked of how many they have. And it's always obviously like they're trying to shill theirs. Like whatever they like, the infographic is theirs at the top. Like whatever, right? And I was thinking like, it seems like Bitcoin's never included on these. But it is included. It's just if you look at transaction count on chain, you're not seeing a meaningful metric. It's not a meaningful metric at all. It could be meaningful if instead of transaction count, it was maybe transaction count multiplied by average value of the transaction, or if it's even just total amount transacted, right? The total value of transaction. That is more important. Think about it. If you have a chain like Solana where you can where you can execute transactions for virtually free, right? It's virtually free when you can get a transaction not to fail, but virtually free. And this isn't just about Solana. It's about many chains. When the fees are low and when the value of these transactions is low, how is it really meaningful? You could just spam the network and get those transaction counts up. And then people look at them and say, oh, this has the most transactions. That means it's bullish. It's not really how it works. And I would even argue that the value of the transaction, like if we did what I said, like number of transactions multiplied by the average value. Even if we did that, I would argue that that really doesn't even matter much. It's counterintuitive because, we want to kind of latch onto these things in crypto. We want some anchor. We want something to kind of understand the numbers through that isn't just the price chart. But can't wait to do this. Yes, boys, it's coming. If you look at, let's say, the value transacted and say that is a meaningful metric, then Litecoin should be in the top 10 still. Litecoin never stopped, dude. It is constantly transacting with big amounts. Price doesn't move. So there's at least an example of, I would say, good example of that kind of metric, but doesn't really reflect reality. It just doesn't have a meaningful grasp on price or honestly anything, it seems. That's my little rant. I appreciate you for bringing that out, calling that question out, throwing me the softball. I didn't even mean to go on that long about it. All right, what's up, R.S. Schwartz? Who else did I miss? Did I miss people? Ace of Hearts, Alex Wells, all in the end. Angela, Benjo, Brendan, Chase, Cherry City Bulls. What's up, Cherry City Bulls? Curtis Neal, Daniel B, Gabe, Godzilla's here. Please don't destroy our town. Just a user 17 can do. Corey, Mango Penguins, Mikkel Student, Mr. Jake the Snake. What's up, Jake the Snake? Are you the MMA fighter? Isn't he? There's an MMA fighter, Jake the Snake. Nicholas Cespedes. I'm getting texts. PF It. Quarter Crawler. Optimo Supremo. Who else did I miss? Taxi Pari, Tesla Man, The Dusty Hunt. You almost got me. Zigzag, your owner. I'm sure there's others. I'm sure there's many. One thing I haven't noticed so far. I know that this subscriber number has gone up, but it hasn't announced any of them. Whoa. Hasn't announced them. That's odd. Let me reload these widgets. Maybe this will help. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed, for science, could you just subscribe to see if it pops up? I just refreshed everything. It should work now. We're about to jump into the requested and Mimi charts. And this weekend's so hard having an open position. Dude, I know. I live that life. I live it. Ugh. That's you, Crypto Naked Stream. Crypto did a naked stream and Mitch Ray did a naked stream. Guys, I don't know what it would take to if Bitcoin goes to 1 million tomorrow, I'd do a naked stream. Why are people naked streaming? I like both those people. I like Mitch Ray. And I like, whatever. I like Chris, but yeah, it's just odd. I don't know. Jake the Snake, old school WWF. There it is. Thank you, Gringo. Fees are high on base. Buy-in memes require 3 to 5% slippage. Uh-oh. Like for the chat. Good name. Good comment name here. Like the chat. Hit them buttons. Still, I don't know, man. The YouTube has such a hard time even just producing the names of subscribers while you're live. You just saw that roll over. People subscribed. I don't know. Didn't do anything. That alert box, it should be active. Let me replay something. Yeah, it should be active. Whatever. All right, I'll stop stalling. I'll stop it, and we'll get into some more charts. What did the poll go at? Anything, lo-fi, EDM. EDM's in the lead. You guys made me proud. YouTube. Let's just give up. I'm just going to forfeit all of the ad revenue potential for this stream. And we're just going to play some copyrighted music. Yep. I know, YouTube. I know you hate it. We're just going to do it. I like the... Wait, why am I not hearing it? Hold on. That's weird. Why am I the only one that can't hear it? I can see it playing, but I can't hear it. These headphones, man, they're driving me nuts. Let me try turning them off. Oh, that turned off the audio. Good to know. All right. I'm doing my best. I don't know. If I can't hear it, then I don't know. There we go. There we go. All right, I got it. Let's go. Let's go get them tunes in the background. Let me know how the audio is. Turn this up just a little bit. Whoa. That'll do. Chat too loud. I just want it in the background bumping. Know what I mean? No volume good. Very confusing answer, Pickle. No volume good. Many of you have not liked. I know. Guys, likes are free. Could you please spare a little thumbs up for the stream? Help hype it up. Maybe even take a minute and just hit these placebo buttons. Sometimes placebo is the best medicine. I'm not convinced these do anything, but get the interaction up, get the engagement up. Higher please, perfect, higher please. I'm gonna go with Pickle, he's our audio expert. Pickle, up or down? Up or down or neither? Then we're gonna get into these charts. Oh, June hash, let's go, it worked. It worked, yes. June hash. All right, Gucci. If I could not knock myself out. Trying to turn. When you see me do this, I'm messing with the audio on my headphones. They're touch, which is honestly the worst way to do headphones. Be real. All right, let's look at GME here quick. GME. We actually had this other line. We actually had another line. Where was it? Was it here? I don't know. I think it was like here. GME had a gap. I placed this long position this morning. Like, I don't know, right before the stream. I saw 23.13 hit. Now, I have my qualms with the whole thing going on there. I don't really understand why these people don't come over to Bitcoin. I think that they would find what they're looking for. I think there's some dynamics at play that are going to make it hard to long GME. What we should know about GME is there is an outstanding gap below price, still starting at $20, ending at $19. We just filled the open gap from what, last week? Last week of May? I don't know. Yeah, last week of May or first week of June. Just filled that open gap at 23.13. So I threw this up just to the $40 mark, but let's actually look a little closer. If we do get the bounce here, looking at our 4 hour, we don't have too much in the way. This is pretty much just downward price action. Maybe in the $30 zone. You can see a little profit taking a resistance from the sell-off, but we don't have much. This doesn't really line up with anything. Maybe this isn't a good trade. Maybe it's not a good trade after all. I'm certainly not taking it. I just expect them to print more shares anytime it goes up. But I think this could be played. It's about a 3-to-1 risk to reward, just targeting $40, which has been a successful take profit for us already. If you're bullish on GME, I think this is the trade. If you're very bullish on GME, you probably then move your take profit up to like that $80 mark or something. I think this is the calculated trade. It's like 75% gain, risking 25%. So it's going to be rough to do on leverage. Maybe not for leverage. RSI on the day, everything's fine. Lower high on price, lower high on RSI. No bearish divergence, nothing really going on there. Kind of seems like it's just going to float into this gap. And then I think you get at least just a retracement. You see some kind of upward price action after that. I have pretty good confidence. On the week, really the same thing. You have a higher high in price. You have a higher high on your RSI. When they are reflected or mirroring each other, you have no divergence. So there's no real issue here. The uptrend is still intact. You have not broken to a lower low despite filling that gap. You can see that here. Maybe you see it flag out. I didn't even think of that. You have a clearly defined high trend here. Let's connect our highest point to our second highest point. Not bad. We'll do it maybe like this. Yeah, that makes it a little sketchier. Makes it a little sketchier, doesn't it? I wouldn't be surprised to see this flag out. That might actually make this a really good trade. What do you guys think? You think that's a play? I'm not taking it. Be careful. Engage the engagement. You love floating into them gaps. That's right, boy. That's right, Bobby. GME. I want to look at NVIDIA. NVIDIA. So NVIDIA, guys, I was posting on Twitter. You should follow me on Twitter. But I was crap posting. NVIDIA opened at $120. Oh my God, not $1,200. So NVIDIA is trading at $122, but that is because, as we can see with this little S down here, this little S. Oh wait, that's not right. There we go. The little S. This morning was the first day for NVIDIA trading post-split. So what is a split? Why do they split? What does a split mean? If you held one share of NVIDIA on the 9th of June, and you're still holding it today, you now have 10 shares of NVIDIA. They're just worth 1/10 of what they were worth. So the market cap is unaffected. The value of the stock is unaffected. There's very little change. The only reason that I am aware of that they do this is because of the nature of the rigged system of stocks not being available as fractionalized shares like Bitcoin. You can get 100 millionth of a Bitcoin for a fraction of a penny. With stocks, oftentimes you can only buy one share or sell one share, like a whole share. So when NVIDIA was pre-split, in order to participate, you needed $1,200 to buy a share. After the split, you can buy a share for $120. But you can really just think of it as you're just buying 1/10 of a share. So why do they do this? I don't know, because it's a rigged system, because it's a bunch of crap. There's a bunch of rules that have really no reason to be there. I could not tell you. It's just gibberish. It's gibberish. The hope, or what is the outcome? The hope is that the lower price target will attract more retail or people who were couldn't invest because they didn't have $1,200. That's the goal. You kind of take a second to think of that, though. It's like, okay, people can't afford this, so we're going to offer tinier pieces for less. Who is that? That's retail. That's like almost by definition retail investors. And who always loses? Retail investors. So if we look back at Google, Amazon, Tesla, and many others, their price action post-split, we've seen sell-offs. NVIDIA did sell off on the first candle this morning, but it's recovered rather well. What would be impressive, and in my opinion, an extremely strong continuation signal, would be to see NVIDIA trade back above its all-time high, which is now $125.50, before breaking its low from today. If it can accomplish that, NVIDIA, I don't know, man. NVIDIA might double again this year. That would be pretty wild. And it's already at like a 3 trillion market cap or something insane. I could see it doubling again. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Maybe you're just coming back to fill some of these gaps you left on the way. May's end of May gap at like 106 pretty much filled, but this still calls the chart down here. Calls. It's about $100 down to 95, 60, something like that. That wouldn't be the end of the world. That would be a 20% drop, which would be a little unusual for stocks, but in all honesty, all of that is unusual. All of this is unusual in stocks. This is not what your standard stock looks like. They typically don't look quite like this. From 2000, the year 2000, 24 years ago, it has put on 380,000%. And of course, that was like, the first days of trading. That's not a really realistic kind of way to measure it in that sense. Can't say, oh, I should have gone all in, dude. Like, no, of course you shouldn't have. Back then, they probably weren't even a company. I don't know. But NVIDIA, man, not a lot of signal, not a lot of edge here. I think the way I would play this is NVIDIA's been going up. I think it can still bubble more. I think it can still be irrational more. I saw somewhere that NVIDIA's value per employee is now over $1 million. Over $1 million per employee. That's insane. That means they could pay. Well, nah, it doesn't mean they could pay their employees $1 million a year. But that's wild. But is $2 million an employee more wild? Honestly, not really. They're both in that realm of like gibberish already. At some point, NVIDIA will hit its top. Just like at some point, Bitcoin will hit its top. This is how markets flow. This is how markets operate. Just don't get caught longing the top. That is the only advice I have for you guys out there looking at NVIDIA. All right, so we did some stocks, surprisingly. I saw some people request Ondo, which does not appear to have moved. But maybe we can take a look at that then. Brett hit its all-time high again. We'll take a look at this chart. MPC hit our target from in stream, so we're definitely going to take a peek at that. But dang, look at that. There it is. There's that low time frame kind of indecision. It said it's probably going to flag out. Look at it go. Look at it go. Flag out, my friend. I like it. This could definitely last longer, though. Those are Google numbers. 100. Oh, sorry, Randy Greer. So exactly, is 1 million crazy? I was correction. 100 million. That's what I meant. Over 100 million in employee, which probably does mean they could pay all of their employees $1 million a year. That probably does at that size. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I knew that didn't sound right as I said it. I was like, that's a lot, but I thought it was like a crazier number than that. 100 million per employee. Is each employee there bringing $100 million of value to the table? And if they are, come work for me for free. It's worth asking. It's worth just throwing it out there. Maybe they will. You love all the polls? Right on. Shout out to Pickle helping me out with these polls. Shout out to Pedro Santos. Welcome, my friend. But thank you, Pickle, for those. Keep them coming. Guys, that counts as engagement. When you vote on the polls, when you hit the like button, when you subscribe, when you share the stream, when you chat in the live, it's all engagement. And the more engagement we get, the more YouTube shows this stream to new people. And that is how we grow. That is how we started from a tiny little channel. And now we're not quite that tiny little channel anymore. I'm seeing this number very slowly creep up. Keep them coming. If you subscribe, you can live interact with the stream. This number will move. Test it out. Hourly, 13 minutes to go, and it does look, ooh, little green candle. Hourly candle now in a hammer. Bullish hammer. That is actually getting very spicy. Kind of think it's just going to turn red again. But let's go. Let's do it. There we go. Nah, still just lower highs, higher lows on the 5 minute. Actually, that is starting to look like a little potential break, isn't it? That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm going to put an alert here. Then we're going to flip over to some other charts in the chat. Boom. You're a pickle, that you are. This Crunk, the CEO of NVIDIA, said they can't design chipsets without AI anymore. Only AI can further AI. I mean, I think that's the fear people have of AI, right? I mean, it's a Terminator, but it really, whether they know it or not at the core, their fear is of this non-human thing being self-progressing, being like self-building. I think that's a rational fear. I mean, because it's almost the definition of a snowball. I believe it. I believe it. I know that even before this year when AI blew up, that there were many AI models that just consistently, on so many metrics, outclassed doctors. Healthcare, we need it. In the US, we need AI healthcare, man. If we're not going to make it affordable, like, let's bring in the bots. They seem to do a better job anyway. Can we look at 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐝 for �NLK Gamer? Yeah, we can look at 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐝. MACD on hourly about to bearishly cross, says Josh. Is it meow? I don't use the MACD basis line and signal line. They're just moving averages. I don't know, dude. This hourly looks like it's going to move up to 70,050. Back to the previous hourly open. Honestly, though, what's up, Jordan Mac? You're thinking alts will not do as well as before because pure FOMO and pure BTC mania right now? Jordan Mac, where are you seeing this Bitcoin FOMO and mania? And I'm not coming at you. Where is it? Because I want to go hang out there. I cannot say that in my observation I feel that way. I do somewhat agree with what you said, though. I think that this run is going to be more Bitcoin centric, and I think you can prove that just by looking at Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance started rallying at the beginning of 2023. It's still rallying. Bitcoin's price rallied virtually with it. That's not what we saw in the previous cycle. We're seeing dominance expand and Bitcoin USD expand at the same time. And that does suggest that there is a realistic possibility that Bitcoin is going to dominate this cycle in a way it didn't in the last cycle. Or the cycle before. It's interesting. CAS is strong. Yeah, CAS is strong. I think it's at like 17 cents right now. People. Bump Bitcoin. Sorry, TC for your short. Oh, I know. I hope it gets wrecked. Can we look at Gala and Turbo? What's up? Crypto, cars, and coffee. Pepe chart. Did you tip last stream for the Pepe chart? Because someone did on the last stream. And I know the trade that I said, this is the one. This is the one you wait for. Slapped. Slapped. Long the wick. The bottom wick, man. We had a lot of confluence there. It did hit that. It's literally currently at 0.0000127. It did hit it. I missed some super chats. Fast Easy Cash 8835. What's up, my friend? Thanks for the 10 Canadians. Hey Tom, Foul X on deck screen is a hidden gem, aren't they all? Aren't they all? They just dropped the fastest decks on Solana with a big marketing campaign. Just started. Definitely want to keep an eye on. I believe you. I believe you. Corey Tweedy. Can you see TA on LRT? It's a newer coin. Let me know your thoughts. Possibly. And Vanilla Senor, thanks for the 2-man GFI. Can I do a quick TA on GFI? You know, let's do this. I'm interested. Why are more and more people asking about GFI? Like, if it had pumped, I'd understand. But it hasn't pumped. It's just hanging out here. If GFI trades below 3, I think it's going to be looking not so great. If it does, it better be a wick intraday. It better close back above 3. Our original long is still open. I know I revised it, I think last week, and said, if you didn't take this one, I think you would wait for that $3 test. I think it's still the play. $5 take profit. If not, I don't know. If not higher, not breaks. It's April high there. Set an alert. I don't think I have a chart on LRT, probably, because you said it's a new coin. Alert. The alert. Skirt alert. I can find a chart. Alert. Land Rocker? Is it Land Rocker? It's an interesting name at worst. Land Rocker. My brain wants to say Land Rover. Not a lot of data there. I can throw some lines on here. While I do that, guys, pinned to the live chat is our Discord link. Jump in there if you're not in there. The chat is always going. Literally, I cannot wake up at any time in the middle of the night, any day of the week, and not see people just going on and on and on about crypto. It's a community that you want to be in. In addition, in the video description below, we have a bunch of affiliate links. Please check them out. Sign up using my links, and you will get access to our exclusive VIP rooms in that Discord free. It's free. I mean, if you sign up for an exchange, it doesn't cost you anything. You get access. Also, shout out to metasignals.io, our sponsor, making the best algorithmic signal bots, great for scanning 120 different pairs, picking out trades for you to do some analysis on yourself and see if they match what you're seeing there, as well as 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐝. Both of these links in the video description below, and also both have free trials, risk-free trials. So you got nothing to lose. Check them out. 𝐓𝐫𝐚𝐝, our oldest sponsor and the #1 indicator company in the whole wide world. That's right. All right, done with the shill. I waited to get that shill out until like the middle of the episode. LRT, just some real fast TA here, I suppose. Let's see. A lot of expansion on its first 2 days. I don't know if this has more history. It probably does, honestly. Camelot. It's on Camelot. No, maybe not. Losing my set, losing my mind. Let me see. No. Okay. So no more history. 1 cent all-time high on a second day of trading. That was literally a 2-day 10x. I don't hate this setup, honestly. This actually looks pretty good. With these new coins, guys, we can do analysis, but there are many factors that we can't see on the chart. Those factors are, what if the dev rugs tomorrow? What if they change the contract? What, you know, there's a lot of question marks. What if there's no liquidity? You try to make this trade, there's no liquidity. Those aren't reflected on the chart until after they happen. So be careful. I'm not aware of those things. I'm not going to go do the research behind Land Rocker right now while we're live, but I will look at the chart and I will tell you what I honestly see. So great 2 days of trading, 10x. You hit 1 cent, a nice psychological number. Great place to take a breather. Let's check out this retracement. You retraced 70%. That's a nice sweep of, well, there isn't any perps, but if there were, a nice sweep of maybe FOMO'd positions. 0063. That was your daily resistance on your first 3 days of trading. You've hit a lower high. That would be a nice place to look for a position if you didn't have one and you wanted one. That might be the starter. 005, I think, would be a much more patient trade, but in this kind of setup with these new charts, you might not have time. If Land Rocker breaks 1 cent, it's going to be looking for 2.2 cents pretty quickly. That's not on the table till it breaks. It may never break it. It may break it today. That'd be a solid upside profit taking target, as well as our measured move gives us 3.5 cents. It's just weirdly just like NPC. I don't know. Something like that. We're not really going to be able to do anything else with this chart. We can really just mark out our levels, use the fib tool, and move on. That's it. I wish you the best. I'll put an alert here. I'll pull this chart up again if it breaks a penny someday. Whenever it does. Pepe. Pepe for the cars and crypto, man. We'll do a little more on Pepe. If I want to pull up Deck Screener right now. I do appreciate your super chat, my friend, but I don't typically pull up Deck Screener. There's just a lot of confusion. There's usually 10 tickers. It's the same ticker, same name, but like half of them won't have any liquidity. Like one of them will be the right one. And I just, yeah. All the things I just said about Land Rocker go doubly for things on Deck Screener. Things that aren't even on MEXC yet. MEXC is like the town bicycle. It's like, you make a coin, you can get it listed there. They'll list it for you. Everybody's had a ride. MEXC is alright though. They're not bad. Let's take a look at Pepe again. Chilling here. No real difference on the month. Down to the week. Here is where we were looking. Here's where we're looking on the week. Alright. From your higher low that led you to a new all-time high on the Pepe. You painted some support on the way up, but that was broken. You painted lower highs. You have a breakdown right here. We placed a long position. I want to say it was you that asked for it the other day. Someone did, and they were asking about like where they could re-enter. And we put a trade here, but I know, I pointed to this and said, this is where the patient trader is going to go. If this comes, this is the good trade. I never endorse trades that are at market, unless it just so happens market dumped or rallied into like a significant key level. But got your 618 retracement there. You have that beautiful wick. Not quite the response that I would have liked to see. Not a lot of upside, not a lot of power behind this green. You don't even have a bullish engulfing candle on the day. It's not the end of the world. Let's see. Getting a little green dot on market cipher. On the 12. This is painting okay. Pepe looks like it wants to move back to 1333. What I'd like to see it do is this. Paint out that ascending low pattern. Test resistance. Was support. You broke it. Test that resistance. Paint your flat top. And then get a real retracement in. Get a real retracement in. Where would that be? Now that I have this wick, I feel comfortable actually placing the fib here for the retracement. So I'm going to connect the all-time high down to that wick low. And what do we get? We get a very busy looking chart. Give me a minute, fam. I don't want to delete these. I don't want to delete it. But here's what we're going to do. Do this. A little chart management. Not bad. Not bad. All right. Using our fib tool. Man, dude, the fibs are magical. I don't know how it's possible that they mathematically just seem to fit all the time. From that all-time high to our recent swing low, our 618, our golden Fibonacci retracement level at 0.000146. Definitely a decent take profit, as it was the take profit target we even had set up for this trade. Trading above that, I'd like to see a Pepe close above the 0.000015. Close above there, where we saw kind of these lower highs come in, where the bearish price action began. Close in here, and I think Pepe is moving right back to all-time highs. Right back. For now, it's got a long way to go. I'm going to be monitoring this, checking in on it as I usually do anyway. I don't know if that answered your question. I tried. What's up, Roki8000? Great name for a great person subscribing. I appreciate you. I know we've had more. It's just not telling me who they are. YouTube. You're the biggest streaming platform in the world. Why can't you figure that out? Wasn't trying to shill you. Actually wanted to see your analysis. That's okay, bro. I wasn't even accusing you of shilling. What? Just don't usually do them because it's very clunky when I do them. Falcon. Is it Falcon X? That's the thing, is I also don't use this site, so I am clunky with it. Falx. What was it? I just typed it in too. Falx. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with that spelling. See, we got 3 of them. One of them is Wall Street, baby. One of them's Falcon X, and one of them is... Wait, none of... Why is it showing me these? These aren't... Okay, there's only one chart. That's great. I like that. To be honest, I'll take that as like actually a confident sign. When there's like 50 of the same ones with the same names, but they're, you know, like 49 are rugs and maybe one's a real one, which also ends up being a rug. That's just a shady red flag for me. Shows that people are at least trying to scam with it. Yeah. Man. I can do this because it'll be short and sweet. 0011. Weekly resistance, your all-time high. 0035, your all-time low. 00011. Interesting. Kind of interesting there. That's a 10x, just like whatever chart we were just looking at. 10x'd off the bat and then started retracing. Weird. This is the resistance you have. It's not that far from price, about 10%. As we go down to the day, maybe we'll have some support. I don't really look like it. Doesn't look like it. I mean, you got a shot in hail. A shot in hell down here at 0.0085. Maybe there could be a long position taken there, but I don't love that. My reasoning is underneath there, you got nothing all the way back to the first few days of trading. So unless you just get a liquidity tap and a move back up, which is very common though, I will say, very common in crypto, you're just catching a knife, right? This might just sink all the way back down to here before moving up. Don't love this hanging out flat sideways price action. Does not show me lots of strength. That top wick shows me lots of profit takers. Volume has dropped. Not a lot of bids. I don't know. There you go. Just for you, fast, easy. I looked at Deck Screener. I made an exception. All right, let me check out the chat again. Real quick update. Caspa hit an all-time high and then blue balls us. Fell right back down, but Caspa still looks great. Still looks phenomenal, even after falling down. Look at that continuation of our trend here. Just another higher low, bought up. Boom. Right back to 15 cents. We had 14.8. That was where we had all of these entries. 14.8. So unfortunately, they technically didn't fill, though if you were smart and used the psychological 15-cent mark, you might have gotten yourself a very cheeky position here. Does look like it's interacting again with 17.1 resistance, but with this higher low, man, as long as this higher low holds, you are looking to move up into that 28 to 35 cent range on the Caspa. I think we see this before the end of the year. I'd be hard pressed to believe Caspa doesn't hit that by the end of the year. Turbo hit our 1 cent mark and didn't quite bring it back all the way to the previous all-time high where we were looking for the long, but it got damn close. There's really no update here. This is a lower low. This is technically a higher high. Technically, it's just not very convincing. Market cipher B though is very bullish on Turbo, it seems. Money flow beginning to curve back up. VWAP crossing over the zero line with momentum pinching there. That actually is a pretty solid setup. I kind of like that. What a weird chart. Like just on very low time frames right here. What a weird chart. I like this though. I think there's another trade that could be taken. I'm not going to take this one. No, thank you. Maybe something like 0056. Stop. Man. You know what though? No, I want 005. I like that for this. Down there at the hourly wick. Stop below the wick. But we can target here for almost a 5-to-1. Our lower high. I like that trade. If it comes, maybe I'll take it. I'll find out. All right, it just knocked out a few. I'm going to throw INJ up. We placed this so long ago. And INJ is slowly hitting these take profits. But wow, like this is taking... It's taking its dang time. Hey. It's the same trade. I don't need that twice. Or was it? No, it wasn't. Looking for $30. It already hit. 35 I think is coming here. I like this setup. I like the way this looks. We were looking for this, say on Pepe or a few other charts. You have the lows coming up. You have a clearly defined flat topped resistance that's been tested, and it does not seem to be giving up ground at that resistance. To me, that's signaling you're looking for your next higher retracement. You go to your retracements and you're targeting $35. I think that looks very good. A lot of these sell-offs, I know they were spooky, especially for first kind of crypto rodeo people. Zoom out and get some perspective. That sell-off, of course, it went down bad. But you zoom out and you see this is really just kind of in the equilibrium or like the mean of this rally. You had like dips underneath that equilibrium or that mean. You came back up, you started to separate from it, and you're really just back to that like 45-degree angle going on here. I wouldn't get bearish on any of the charts that look like this unless you see a rally. Let's say INJ rallies to like 41, harsh rejection, and then breaks the low of April. If that happens, you're sending it back down to the base. You're sending it to where it started from. But we're really far away from that. I don't think that that's going to happen. I think all of these are going to slowly creep up back to their highs. Bitcoin will break its high, and then everything's going to go nuts. That's honestly what I think will happen. Checking back in on the corn. Nothing. Just flagging out. All right, reloading the chat. Do you hold CAS? 24% yes, 50% no. 50% want to. 12% say what is CAS. What's up with CAS? I don't know, it looks all right. Looks good. Someone else can explain it better than I. You know what? 𝐂𝐵𝐷 and David Kane, I will look at IMX because I think you guys or maybe others have asked for IMX over the last few weeks, and I've seen it in chat, and I think every time I've kind of just forgotten. I know I looked at it not that long ago. Man, that kind of looks like dog shit. Yikes. Did not catch the bounce at 235, fell lower. That's not the yikes. I'll have to zoom in. Don't take my yikes seriously yet. 193. Probably a trade on IMX long could be taken from 193. It's almost certainly going to test it again. Oh, I'm losing my voice. And I ate chia seeds earlier, and I'm pretty sure they're in my sinus. That's why I keep sniffling now. Yeah, that is ugly. That is very ugly. Just from a, like, daily candles. Like, don't BS me, son. Don't at me, right? That is ugly. But you gotta live life dangerously sometimes. Any long taken should be taken with the knowledge of, yeah, a big dong here or a head and shoulders potential. The head and shoulders will be valid if IMX trades under 170. Trading under 170 is going to be the first signal, the first sign to maybe get out of those longs. Looks like we got out of our long. That got wrecked. Riggedy wrecked. Not a lot of signal there on market cipher B for the day. You are building bullish divergence here on these lows. So maybe there, like I said, maybe there is a trade. I'm not taking this. I'm not taking it. I still like 350 as the target again. 4 to 1. I can see that. Basically, trading below 170 is going to begin to confirm this at head and shoulders. And so any long that I would enter, I'd want to be out of it. Gave it a little bit of room. But really, if something like this happens, for instance, and it breaks that low, but it doesn't get stopped, if it comes back up, I likely would look to close it in profit then. If that low breaks, I'd likely look to close in profit. Let's go to the day and then we'll move on. Really just the same. Ooh, I like this song. Really just see the same thing, right? Just the weekly, but with more detail. No 618. No 618 hit yet. 276. I think maybe I could even revise this or add a second trade with a tighter stop. Just looking for that untested 618. 42% upside. Wow, that's actually very nice. 42% upside, 6% downside for a 6.6 to 1. Honestly, I should just drag the stop loss down, but I like that as a tighter trade. This isn't to say this is like doomed or something. I said it was ugly and yikes. The problem is we don't know what happens next. We have this ugly pattern staring at us, so is it going to play out? I mean, until we have some evidence otherwise, I think we lean with yes, but IMX can very easily just do something like this. As soon as it breaks this high, that pattern was just a trap. And you'll see inverse head and shoulders and head and shoulders in crypto. I would say our traps 45% of the time, maybe 40% of the time. It is a non-zero significant number. All right, IMX, I'm going to leave you, buddy. And I will set an alert down here because actually, if that breaks, I'm going to watch this. It's going to be interesting. Done. Corn getting a little razzle-dazzle. Little energy underneath it. Lever. You're a lever. Think outside. From what you can see, OCN is the pool of knowledge. FET will retrieve the knowledge. AGI will apply application. Oh yeah, so is that true? Is that a real thing, guys? I remember last stream, at least one person said that 3 AI coins are going to merge or something. I thought they were joking, but now Jay is kind of talking about that. Or maybe not, but is that real? Is that a thing? I have no idea. You tell me. Do total, please. We can do total. We can do total. We did look at Brett. Oh no, we didn't look at Brett. I said I would. Brett hit all-time high, broke it slightly. You want upside targets? I'll give you upside moon targets, baby. 82 cents to $1. I'd probably be looking for a higher low here. If it does want to break, go to these extensions up here. Probably looking for a higher low. I would not look to long it at like 20 cents. 7.5. 7.5, 7.7. You have what I believe is like a monthly or a weekly was resistance from your all-time high. Broke below it, retook it. That is also your 0.5 retrace. You have a little confluence there. You never know with these, man. When you broke all-time high, you're sitting there. It might just blast off. We've seen a lot of them retrace, kind of move back to key levels first. I think this could be done. trap. There we go. 20 to 1. Oh, I can't even like with a straight face give it 20 to 1. But there we go. Get a 3 to 1 here. 163. Dang, dude. If 7.5, 7.6 cents comes, I might take a trade there. I like that potential setup. I like that. Brett kind of just doing its own thing. Some kind of broadening pattern. You have any other thoughts? Gun to my head, would I take a long or a short here? I'd probably take a short. Gun to head. I honestly just wouldn't trade here. But if I had to, I would go short. Probably get stopped out, but you don't need to have your stop super high. Maybe just above today's high. Honestly, though, I wouldn't short it or long it. I'm losing my voice already. How long have we been? The merge is real. Tell me about it, Shrink Tech. What is it? FET, AGIX, and Ocean equals ASI. So someone tell me about it. What is it? What'd it do? Is this one of those things in crypto, like, I don't know, almost every other claim I've ever heard of any size? What's up, Dorian? Dorian? What's up, my friend? Thanks for subscribing. If you're out there and you haven't, smash those buttons, fam. Sanuker1 also subscribed. I see you. Or is this like every other kind of thing that sounds big? There it is, Sanuker. That sounds big in crypto that turns out that it's just talk. Remember, guys, it is free to just talk and make claims. And in crypto, virtually none of those claims ever made have been backed up. Just saying. Does anyone know about it? Like, I don't, so I don't want to say either or way. But like, what's the plan? What's the 2 cent take? What's up, the Video Kingdom? In 2 days, what? 75 minutes. Thanks, Pickle. No wonder I'm losing my voice. The merge is real. I'm looking for info. Who has like actual info? Like just I don't know, anything. Like we have the 3 tokens, and apparently they're going to be called ASI. Got it. I wonder. What, so like are they just going to airdrop ASI from those 3 chains and then discontinue the chains? Something like that. Might make all 3 of those tokens good shorts. Might. Especially post if they're airdropping. I want more details. I'm not going to look it up right now. I will after the stream. I'll learn about it for next time. What's up, Maddox? What am I vaping? Some nicotine. Kids out there, smoking is not cool. Don't do it. Don't ever do it. Not hearing any deets. It's the first crypto merger. Okay. Kind of like, man. No, not really like that, Crunk. I love you, but not really like that. Wells Fargo as a bank taking over other banks is not similar. This is different. I see what you're getting at. The concept is I'm on track with that. Like I get what you're saying, but to be nitpicky, it's not like that. I don't even know about it. I know it's not like that. Jasmine's still chilling. Still waiting for 5 cents. I want to hear more. The 3 tokens will merge into one, combining 3 companies. All token will auto convert into the new token. How's that work? Like, I guess they have to have a wallet that's like compatible with all 3. Because like, if I have my tokens in a wallet, how are they gonna get converted unless essentially they're airdropped? The new tokens are airdropped to the wallet where they are. That's like the only way my OG crypto brain can comprehend this. People, says Taxo. People. Artificial Super Intelligence Alliance. By the end of the week, ASI at 75 cents. Wait, so when is it happening? Server reality. Am I not cool with memes? I don't know. I don't care. There are trades sometimes. I don't know. I don't have a passion for them. I don't really care about them. I don't want to stack them. I don't know. I've been in crypto a long time. At one point, I thought shitcoins and stuff were the worst. And then over time, you just learn there's really no point of fighting the future, you know? If I want to help people and I know that new people are going into these things, I am not going to be able to help them just by yelling at them and saying, they're stupid, bro, you're stupid for buying them. Like, that's not going to get them to listen to me. It's not going to help them. They're just going to double down on their belief. I'm just going to, you know, be grumpy. I've come to terms that crypto is a big space. There's room. There's room. I don't think that they threaten Bitcoin. The exchange will convert. What exchange? Which exchange? Why do I think Bitcoin will fall, you ask? I don't necessarily think it will. And even if I do, I was saying earlier, you can go back to the beginning of the stream. Even if I do, I don't really think it's not like a terrifying crash. This position's a hedge. Dad, for the past 4 years, you have watched influencers and traders. You've been learning so much. What's up, Melly? Excited to be part of history, though. Forever change the world. Dude, I love your energy, bros. You're welcome here anytime. It's going to launch at the FOMC. Oh, that's big. Yeah, lever. I have a chart. Lever. Guys, I question how old some of you are sometimes. Well, at least this has some history. All right, I see why you're looking at it. You got a nice little boner here. Nice little green dildy. Ew. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Maybe you weren't just being obnoxious. Forgive me, because people very commonly are just trying to be obnoxious. It's hard to tell. There you go. There you go, bud. Binance, Bybit. It's kind of weird. Maybe I should say this. An exchange is involved. Companies are involved. It doesn't sound very decentralized, that whole process, right? I will say this as well. I am in crypto for decentralization, but there is more value here than just that. There is. The question is if it's not decentralized. If anything in crypto isn't decentralized, why is it a crypto? Couldn't it just be done more efficiently on a normal database? I don't know. I'm very skeptical of the whole AI and crypto merger. I know eventually crypto and AI will be super synergetic. I'm just skeptical of today being synergetic. I'll be wrong eventually. Now I won't stop spamming the other. I know, I just pulled it up. Oh, you're replying to someone else? I don't know, man. I'm just like shooting the shit. We've been live for like 2 hours. I'm getting a little tired. What's up, 𝐓𝐫𝐸𝐴𝐶, watching from India? Much love to you. And India, you might enjoy this info, Akash. India, I believe, has now taken over the #2 demographic on this channel. For years, it was US, UK, I don't remember, it was like some European countries, and then India was down there. India has become #2. So shout out to you and all of our Indian friends. I hope your election is going well and your stock market is going well. That nifty, man. Bitcoin's above 70K right now. Almost. It was. It's Monday. We have Chirpow on Wednesday. You know that, right? You're going to be here. You're going to be here? You promise? Think you promise? If you're not here, I'm going to know. I'm going to remember. I'm going to know. That stream is already scheduled right here. What you should do after this live stream is you should come click this button, because that button being clicked, I actually have noticed, because I see how many people have clicked it, has a correlation to how big those streams get. So that'll help it out. 1:30 p.m. East, Chirpow, Wednesday, be here. What you should really do as well, check out our free trading course. It says for beginners, but I just put that there for like SEO. It's just a great free trading course. We have a lot of great topics. These videos are full videos. They're not paywall videos where it's like, here's a little taste. Okay, now buy the course. There's no course to buy. These are free. There's about 14 of them, I want to say. They're all bangers. Great topics. Elliott wave, volume profiles, smart money concepts, liquidity, fib, fair value gaps, support and resistance trend lines, all kinds of goodies. We have 3 or 4 more videos in the pipes already. I'm just trying to space them out for publishing. You should check them out. You should share them with a trader that they might benefit from. Yeah. Yep. I was up at freaking 6 in the morning, which is way, way, way before my wake up time today.